Police and fire officials in Calgary are investigating an explosion and a raging fire that damaged at least 3 homes. Neighbors were woken up by an early morning blast that rocked other homes in the neighborhood. By the time fire crews arrived, they were facing a fight with an inferno. The CBC's Anis Hadari is at the scene. So Anis, what's going on where you are?
Well, Natasha, I'm here in the southeast of Calgary. It's a neighborhood called Douglas Glen. Around 4:20, 4:30 this morning, there was an explosion in one of the houses. It's just off to the side of me here. Dozens of people called the fire department about it. It was essentially flames shooting way up into the sky. You could see it for blocks. We don't know exactly what happened yet. Firefighters are still on the scene. You can see them behind me. They're not even able to get inside the house where this happened yet. They have classified the house where the explosion happened as being destroyed. 2 of the houses next to it were severely damaged. There aren't any casualties in the surrounding houses, but as I mentioned, police haven't even been able to get inside the house where the explosion happened yet. So we don't know what's happened to anyone who may have been in that house, whether there was anyone in there at all at this point. As you can see, they're still just trying to fight the fire. There have been multiple crews that have come through. It's minus 20 degrees here, plus the wind chill. So it's taking a lot of effort, and there's a lot of people on the ground right now, Natasha.
Still, Anis, a pretty scary situation this morning, and they're still trying to get it under control, as you said. So how are people in that neighborhood reacting to all of this?
Well, I got here early in the morning, and fire crews were already well into fighting this fire on the scene. But there were a lot of people who were out, even just shoveling their driveways. But it was far from a banal scene in this neighborhood. Dozens of fire trucks. People outside who were telling us things like they heard loud booms, loud shocks. Early in the morning, it woke them up. We had one gentleman who told us, he thought someone had hit a car in his driveway, and he just looked out the window and you see these flames shooting way up. I actually met with one woman who lives just down the block. Here's what she had to say.
We awoke to a very loud bang and vibration. It was a violent shake of our house to the point where the cupboards rattled and the glass inside was rattling. So we weren't quite sure what was going on, so we woke up with quite a jolt. I did an interior search of the house, make sure it was nothing inside, and then we headed outside, and that's when we saw massive flames shooting up not too far away.
There's still lots of people who are wandering around the neighborhood here. They are clearly scared. It's a tense situation when something that loud and that devastating happens right by your neighborhood, but many of the people in the surrounding homes are able to stay in their homes despite all of the fire crews that are around. They're, as I mentioned earlier, they're just shoveling the snow and trying to get back to normal while dozens of firefighters still try to figure out just what happened here this morning. Natasha.